And today, one of the strongest women I know is sitting in our Matter podcast sit today. Well, she's one person I have known for almost 20 years, and it's been a roller coaster for us. We were colleagues one time when I started my journey as a broadcaster. We were colleagues, and then she left us for telecommunication, and it's good to have her after many years back into the media industry again. But today we won't be talking about her journey in the media. We won't be talking about her being one of the finest MCs in Kano, one of the finest female MCs in Kano. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what makes her a strong, a thick, and a very, very irresistible woman. Today, my guest is Fatima Mahmood. Well, I prefer she calls herself this very pet name we used to have for her on radio, and I hear she still answers that name today. We used to call you Pretty. Now there's this swag to the name now.
Yes, definitely.
So
it's Prettyana Pebbles.
Prettyana
The Pebbles came in later on, and because a friend called me, I'm a precious stone from the water.
Indeed, you are. Oh my God. Okay, now I know the history of the Pebbles. You are actually you're precious. You're strong. You're beautiful. You're an amazing woman, and I think life experience has just made you a superwoman. So this is a thing I wanted us to talk about today. When I say what actually makes you strong, I mean from you've been single, so you know what's like when single women are talking. You look at them and you be like, I know what you people are talking about. Yeah. You've been married, so when married women are complaining, you be like, I know what you're talking about. You've been divorced, so when divorcee are talking about, you be like, I have been there, and you've been widowed. And then you also know how it feels and say, I get that feeling. I understand what it feels to be at that place. Honestly, I don't know how you're still standing. How do you do it?
Seriously, spiritually,
yeah,
you have to be close to God and leave the rest to God.
Yeah.
And you have to see love as a creature, not just a feeling. As a creature, it has the minds of its own. It has, just like a human being, so that you take the experience, you enjoy the good moments, you enjoy all the happiness you shared with each person that comes into your life, and you leave the rest to God. So when you treat love as a creature, you will take the bad as an experience.
I am hearing this for the first time. You treat love as a creature and not just a feeling.
Yes, if it is a feeling, it's going to be like complex to you.
Okay, after your divorce, I've seen a lot of women after divorce they tell you they're not going again. They don't want to get married again. But you went again for it.
Yes.
I'm very sure you get married again.
I did. And
after now, would you still get love another chance?
I wouldn't mind. Yes.
Oh my God, you're an amazing
That's why
woman.
I say you should treat love as a
creature and not a feeling.
Not a feeling.
So after the first marriage failed, what happened before the second marriage?
Before the second marriage, I actually worked on myself.
Oh, okay.
I became focused. I tried to adjust financially, and most of all, I engaged myself in healthy lifestyle by going to the gym, joining the book club, and if you remember, I joined you at the round table discussion as well
that's
during
true.
that period.
Yeah.
So it really put me together, and I realized I need to move on, give my life another chance, give another person another chance, and see how it feels.
But how was it like for people outside who didn't know the true story, who didn't know what exactly you're dealing with? How did you handle them? Because, we're in an African society, people talk.
Yes, we love gossip.
Yeah, of course. So how did you handle all of that?
So I taught myself from reading books and watching all the movies that what you need to be focused on is yourself. Because people will talk. And if you keep worrying about what people will say about you, you are just going backwards. You just have to focus on yourself. You can't control what they say about you, how they feel about you, how they gossip about you. Just remain focused, because you need to enjoy the moment you are in. If not, you lose focus, and before you know it, you age, and then you'll be regretting you wasted your time on so activities instead of you being focused. So you will be regretting. So rather than regret, make use of the time you have for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's more of self-love and self-care for you.
Yes.
After the first marriage ended.
Yes.
And you give love another chance. You go married again. And then when the news hits.
Yeah. It touches you deeply. You'll be confused. You'll be wondering, are you that person? Is it happening to you that you've lost a loved one? Somebody you share everything with. He is your comfort, your support, your angel and everything, but not there anymore. Where are you going to start from? Okay, after a failed marriage, now a marriage that I was working, and then he's gone. You understand? So I had to pick it up again.
From this.
Yes, because I realized you just have to keep picking it up. Don't relent. Be strong. And
where do you get your strength from?
like I told you, mentally, and I love love. Love gives me strength.
Because, it's just easier said than done when you say pick yourself up. Even for a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, it's not easy to pick oneself. Then not to talk about marriage, the entirety of marriage.
It's not easy. Like, for example, I have a friend
Yeah.
that she found herself in depression. She felt the world has come to an end.
That's the feeling.
And she looks up to me
For strength.
for strength. So if I'm weak and she's weak, who's going to help who? So I created that me.
You got a strength for
Yes.
even people around
Yes. And there is one thing I always tell people that come around me and ask me such question is, invest in human being.
you. What do you mean?
Invest in human being. You need to have people that add value to your life and you also add value to them.
Okay, like a support
Yes.
support system.
Yes. Because it's very important. You don't know how far you can go with human beings.
True.
You can get connected.
That's true.
You can make it physically, mentally, financially.
People will always be there
People
for
will always
you.
be there. So when you have toxic people around you, cut them off. Think of yourself first.
You
Cut
should
them off.
always come
Yes.
first.
And always give life another chance. There are people that go to bed that don't wake up.
That's true.
There are people that go to bed healthy, but they wake up, they can't move part of their body. But here you are standing. God has given you another chance. When you have people in your life that want to fall in love with you, if you are not ready, don't cut them off.
You've had experiences in marriage with two different persons, two
Yes.
different people now. What's one lesson you learned being married?
Communication.
Communication.
Yes, you need to communicate. We have this mindset that people or men want to marry those that are working, that have money.
That would just be a liability to
Yes,
them. Now,
but
Daniel.
to me, I actually look at it in this angle. It may be weird to you.
Yeah.
I see it as they want to marry you because you have a job, because you can take care of yourself and the kids, even when they are not there.
around. Yeah, they're not
So
available.
it's not like a competition.
Yeah.
And the best way you have peace is when you know your boundaries in marriage.
Okay.
When you know where to place yourself into society, even within the family, in-laws and what have you, you will have peace of mind. Not thinking maybe there's gender equality.
I understand.
Yes, but when you think of yourself as a lady and you work towards improving yourself as a lady and stay within your boundaries, you have peace, love, and excellent communication between you and your spouse and your family.
Can I quickly say something?
Say it.
I've known you for so long,
Yeah.
but I'll tell you, you actually look your best now.
Oh, thank you.
So
Yes,
what's
ma'am.
the secret to looking this good?
Honestly, I love a healthy lifestyle.
Healthy lifestyle. You changed your diet.
Yes, I
your-
changed my
Oh, okay.
diet. If I tell you during this Ramadan, every morning I go to the gym. You'll be surprised.
Wow.
If you watch my handle, I've been posting some recent gym activity.
Yeah.
So I'm into it. I eat healthy because you need to eat healthy as you grow, you age. If you don't control what you eat, you won't understand. When you start getting sick, getting weak, people ask me, where do you get the energy? I also ask myself sometimes how I get up out of that bed. and go and exercise.
Yeah.
And then I know I'm not going to take water till in the night.
Yeah.
But I tell myself, this is good for you. And at the end of it, I feel good.
You feel better.
Yes, better. And then you should let everything to the Almighty.
Lay everything
To
to
the Almighty.
everything to God.
Don't
Now,
disturb
there are
yourself
women
about
who, you know, sometimes just looking at you, seeing your post on Instagram and all of that, it's a source of inspiration, okay?
Yeah.
And I remember telling a young mentee recently, you know her, and I said, don't lose that woman. You need her in your life. Don't lose her. You need her to talk to you. You need her to bounce live ideas with. You have seen everything. You've seen all the stages.
Yes.
And it's amazing to hear you say you will still give love another chance. You will still give marriage another chance. And you still make it work again. And of course, I've asked you where your strength comes from. You say God, self-love, and all of that. Now, if you have to advise a woman who's going through a terrible marriage, or who had just lost her husband, or a lady who is in her 40s and not married, what advice would you give each of these women? Let's start from the single woman in her 40s not married. What would you say to her?
The single woman, I would tell her to be patient.
Be patient.
And she should know what she wants exactly.
Okay.
Not to rush into any form of marriage without being sure that this is the person
For her.
for her.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we talk about too many women. She's not married. She has never gotten married before. And it gets to us.
Yeah, that's
sometimes you can't even attend the wedding because, you know, they will look at it. She has never been married. There was a wedding I attended, and I heard somebody just close by saying, you see that lady? We attended the same school. I have grandchildren and she's not married.
Wow.
That hit me. I kept looking at the lady and she was all about living her life. You know, God's time is the best.
God's time is the best.
And everybody has a life designed by God.
For them.
Maybe she may never get married. So she should find happiness in what she's doing at that moment as a single lady.
Yeah.
It
So
will
for the
come.
married woman going through turbulence in her marriage,
She should communicate.
better.
And she should communicate better with her partner. If it is a toxic marriage, I wouldn't advise her to stay in it for so long. She should give herself time. She should study herself, study her spouse, and she should know what exactly she is looking for in that marriage. If it's not there, I don't think it's for her. She should give herself another chance. She shouldn't mind what people will say. She's a divorced person. She has married 4 times, 5 times. It's not their business. When you worry about what people say, you won't be where you want to be happy.
Okay. And so for the divorced and widowed,
For the divorced,
you know, there's a way the
Yeah.
society looks at
Yes.
divorcee,
Divorcee.
and widowed. It's just
Yeah.
this thing the society does.
but there's
you know?
something, let me start with the widow part. There's something I experienced. Once you say you are a widow, you've lost your husband, there is this love that comes around you. People will be like, oh my God, I wonder how you cope. I have a friend that she told me, you know what, Pebbles, I love you. I was like, why do you love me? She said, because your husband is late. You don't have a child yet.
Oh, that's I forgot.
Yes, you don't have a
that
child
part.
yet.
Yeah.
And you're just you. So I fell in love with you because you have strength and you love people around you. And I don't know where you get it, but I feel comfortable being part of
Your
you
life.
as a friend. So you see, that being a widow part made her realize all these things around me, and she still comes around because she knows that's the state I am in. But I thank God I am in Kano, and my family love me. They're always around me.
Yeah.
They consider me. You understand? So that part also, it's something, because I remembered when it happened, my dad was really, really worried how I will go by the pain.
Every day
Yes.
without that man
Yes,
again.
he was
You
treating
understand?
me like a kid. He worries what I eat. He keeps checking on me, asking my health, everything, because of that particular point that I am in life as a widow.
Another person would have just said, that's all, sit at home in depression, wallow in depression, just eat as much as you can, and that would just be it. Well, you pick yourself up, you back, and you started. How is the MC gig going, by the way?
The MC, awesome. You know, when you have enduring passion in relating with people,
Yeah.
and doing it in the best way you can possible,
Yeah.
you will enjoy it. I love it, and That's why I got the other name, the mood changer. Like if I
Okay, the
just
mood
walk into the
changer.
room and then I change the mood.
But how does it feel when you anchor weddings and you know your own story? How do you feel?
Actually, it makes me, sometimes when I hear the DJs play particular song, I was emceeing one event and they were playing my wedding song. I was like,
Oh
oh
my
my
God.
God. So it's a nice feeling. Like it makes
Nice feeling?
Nice feeling.
Really?
Nice feeling for that moment. You know, you remember all the time
All
when
the
you were
good
walking
times.
down.
Okay, okay, I
The good
understand.
times.
The good
That's what I'm
times,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
When you walk down, you know, it's your day.
Yes.
So I'll just put up the acting cap and then
you put on the
keep
acting cap.
Yes.
And you just put
And
on
just-
this big drama for them.
Yes,
And after
and-
the MC gig, you go back to your real self.
Yes.
But you still cry.
Sometimes I do, yes.
I hear,
I cry not because I'm weak,
Yeah.
but you know, I'm human. I'm a creature. Sometimes
cry.
when it
Understand.
hits me,
Yeah,
I do
it
cry,
hits, yeah.
and I feel comfortable. I can cry in my room alone. Yes.
And then you put on some music and
Yes.
dance.
I love music.
'Cause I know you love to dance.
Yes. So I do that, and I'm okay with it.
All right. If you're meeting MC Pebbles for the first time, Pritiana, she is a female MC based in Kano, and she is an amazing MC. She does weddings, she does corporate events, she does everything. And that's not just all. You need speakers, people to talk about divorce, talk about life after the loss of a partner, and even women to talk about TTC, still trying to conceive. She has experienced everything. That's why I said you're just a wonder, a walking wonder. You've experienced every part of being a woman, and you're still standing, and it's encouraging. It's really inspirational. I wonder why you've not started doing something, mentorship or something, for people. You have so much experience.
A friend once told me that is where I belong to.
Yeah.
Like she'll have a workshop for that and all that.
Yes.
But I sat down and I remember I have Yasmin. You have been my mentor and you've been pulling me for many years.
Yes.
Let's do this, let's do that,
I've always wanted you and I to do something together since from Radio Kano
Yes,
days.
I remember.
And it never happened till 20 years later.
Yes.
We did.
And I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm glad we're doing this.
Yes.
I'm glad we're doing this. I'm so happy we're doing this.
Same
I
here.
really love you.
Me too.
And you are an inspiration. And I love your strength. I love all of this you're doing. And I wish you all the best. And hey, I am telling you, myself and Galeria will be at your next wedding, inshallah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Nice.
I can't wait to actually hold the microphone and do something. Because you're an amazing woman. And I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of your journey, how far you have come. Thank you so much. It's good to have you on the show today. So it's been a lovely conversation. If you think you've seen it all, you think you're going through the worst, well, just know there's a walking wonder. She's seen it all. She has experienced it all. And she still looks just fabulous. And she still smiles all the time. And her name is MC Pebbles, or you call her Pritiana, or Fatima Mahmood. Thank you for watching today. We'll see you some other time. It's the Matter Podcast.